Scorpio, we're going into your June 2025 reading, so we're going to start it right off. I'm Rebecca with the ElephantKey. This is just a general reading, and it starts off with the page and the death in reverse. That is the current situation. So you may be getting some sort of message about your finances, whether it be a job, career move, time, energy, resources, real estate. And the death card in reverse usually indicates trying to prolong the inevitable end of a situation. What is crossing this is the death card in reverse and the judgment card. It's almost as though the universe is trying to make a move or make an ending, and you are like resisting, showing some sort of resistance to this. And it may be because you feel like it's going to resurrect something that you felt from the past. So let's get into the past and see where that's coming from. Well, this is all starting to make a little more sense. In the past, you have the Tower, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Star card in reverse. And what's confirming that is the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So you went through some shit here in the past, Scorpio. So there was a sudden event. Something happened that came out of left field you were not expecting. A tower moment is usually something that shakes your foundation. It brings the tower down to the ground so something better can be built in its place. With the Nine of Cups in reverse, this was definitely not something that boded well for you. And with the Star card in reverse, it's something that you had a hard time recovering from. And you're still probably recovering from this situation. The Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords in reverse, being up at night, like stressing, a lot of anxiety. This is a situation, and I see in the present situation, you're not wanting to do anything that is going to give you a repeat, or even close to what it was you experienced, because you've worked so hard to try to recover from that. So here in the present, we've got this message from the Page of Cups. It's like an opportunity, but it's like I can't take a chance that something can happen like it happened before. And you're trying with this Death card in reverse. Death card in reverse, you're like prolonging the end. I'm prolonging the death of this thing happening. This, with the Judgment card, it could be a resurrection of something from the past coming back. And you are already like feeling like, nope, I just gotta stay right here and not move. And you're showing a lot of resistance to this change, this message, this opportunity that could come in. Sometimes Pentacles can have something to do with health. So I'm not a doctor and I do not give medical advice. So put it wherever you need to put it for yourself. When I look at the future focus for you, Scorpio, I've got the Temperance card in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Page of Cups. Oh, there's some impatience surrounding this. A feeling of wanting to... When we look at Temperance, this is kind of like alchemy, trying to switch one thing into another thing, having a balanced understanding of something. And you may be struggling with that in a future focus. The Hierophant is like leaning into more of your spirituality, your trust and your intuition. It's also about, Hierophant is also about tradition. And the Hierophant can indicate Taurus energy. It's very grounded. It's very stable. The Hierophant takes comfort in doing something traditionally the same way over and over again. And the Page of Cups is feeling supported, having messages of support and love. Even apologies come. But what really gives me joy in this future focus for you, Scorpio, is the indicator cards in the future. That is the Nine of Pentacles and the Moon. Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful, it's like success. It's seeing it through and having a successful outcome because of it. The Nine of Pentacles is surrounded in a garden of abundance. You're manifesting. A lot of times the Page of Pentacles is a manifestation. And when we're manifesting and trying to create what it is we want, we can't have that resistance. We can't be swimming upstream, and we can't be swimming against the current and letting the universe know everything we don't want, because that's what comes rushing at us. It's kind of like letting go and allowing the universe to move these things in the direction for you. But I think that because of this past fucking chaotic situation, you've got this fear that if you let go and you don't control or micromanage every piece of it, that everything's going to go to hell. You're being encouraged in the future, this future outcome, to trust the process. And understand that with this impatience, you're showing, again, resistance. On the bottom of the decks were the Six of Swords and the Devil card. I feel like you're wanting to, the Devil card can be indulgence. And it can also be like people not being completely honest. It can be a situation that has not been completely truthful. Or sometimes it can be things that are carnal. Addictions, anywhere where you have overindulged. There may be a sense of this where you're feeling maybe someone has taken liberties in a situation that they didn't have any business doing. Complacency to allowing that, fear that this situation could repeat itself. And with the Six of Swords, this is moving away from old mindsets and old situations into calmer waters. It's almost like you're being pushed by the universe and you're holding on to the door jamb. You're holding on to the door jamb, Scorpio, like, no, no. The advice for all of this, well, you know, let's go into the outcome confirmation cards, the Nine of Pentacles and the Moon. You're feeling a lot of emotion about this. There's a lot of intuition involved in this. I almost feel like your spiritual life is growing as well. You're being pushed into an area of your life where you're having more of a spiritual revolution inside of yourself, where you are leaning more on your understanding and having faith that things are going to happen the way they're supposed to. The advice is the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's time to pour into your own cup right now. The advice for you for the month of June, pour into your own cup. Do not feel selfish in doing so. Proceed forward in every opportunity that brings passion and that feeds your spirit. With the Eight of Cups in reverse, you do not have to move away from things that brought you joy. In fact, move towards them. And with the Six of Cups in reverse, be mindful that you are not staying in old situations because of the novelty of it or the feeling of nostalgia. It's time to kind of release things that aren't feeding your future. And sometimes we can get stuck in the past because we're afraid to let go. It's time to let go of the door jamb, Scorpio. It's going to be okay. You're being pushed into something for your highest good. And you don't have to fear what happened in the past returning. Because I see that it's almost like spirit is moving you. Like your ancestors have just came together and decided that they're going to help guide you into your highest future outcome. And that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope it resonated. And if not, maybe next month will. Thank you.